location of that game?
When I was an assistant, Notts Forest, or as a referee, it was Coventry City.
I've got the location I've got is Derby County. That was the first one that you ever did, the FA Cup final, the Women's FA Cup final.
Oh, it's fourth
Doesn't
official.
matter. We'll move. That's fourth official. That's the one we're talking about. There we go. Your first appointment in the men's game was assistant referee between which two clubs?
Hereford Port Vale.
Do you remember the score that day?
Oh, no.
2-2 it was.
Was it?
Yeah, time's up. But we're going to carry on just because this is fun. In May 2018, you officiated the Women's UEFA Champions League final. Which country was the final held?
Ukraine.
It was. In 2012, Manchester City right back. Which Manchester City right back did you flag offside to deny a last-minute winner against Swansea? However, they didn't see your offside flag and the team celebrated wildly. Do you remember who that was?
Mika Richards?
Yes, it was. What date in December 2010 did you make your Premier League debut?
29th of December?
Oh, so close. 28th.
Oh.
Yeah, that's impressive, though. We haven't even spoken about this at all, which needs a bigger. What year did you receive an MBE?
2017.
Yes, that's incredible. Where are we up to? Which Cardiff City player managed to overshoot his run directly into you in May 2011 versus Middlesbrough?
Kevin McNaughton? Is that how you
It was indeed. Well
because
done.
I had a whiplash for days.
Did you?
Yeah.
It looked painful.
Yeah, you know when you have to put the flag up and carry on with your game and you're like, oh, I can't move my back.
Oh, God.
It's like being hit by a car, I think.
It absolutely clattered into you there. Yes, well done. That was great. How many did we end up with? 6. That's pretty good going. But also, let's just touch very quickly on your MBE because we've got through this whole podcast without even mentioning it. Services to football. I mean, that is phenomenal. How did you feel when that came through that you were going to be given that award?
Well, I actually thought somebody was having me on because we do play tricks on each other in this football family, as I call it. And I was like, who has done this? Who has sent me this paperwork from the Queen saying that I'm being given an MBE? Like, who is having me on?
No. When did you start to believe it?
My husband was like, no, look, it's got this seal on and it's got this on and look where it's posted from. And I was like, oh, it's real. And it says you can't tell anybody until this date. And I was like, this might be real, And then I spoke to my mum and dad and they're like, oh my God, like it's real. It's like, who would nominate me for an MBE? I'm not worth an MBE. I'm kind of always one of them that don't think that what I've done is special. I just think I just do my job. So I really kind of didn't feel like I deserved it, really. Because they're for special people who have done really good things, like, helped feed thousands of people and things like that. I mean, after I was awarded my MBE, we were called to the Cabinet Office with everybody under the age of, I think it was 35, who had been given an MBE because they wanted to increase the numbers who are younger to get MBEs. It tends to be like the older generation. And we sat around a round table and all these other like young adults sat there and said, oh, I've done this and I've done this and I've done this. And it got to me and I was like, I referee football?
And you felt like you were like, why am I here?
Yeah. All these people who had saved so many homeless people and taken these foster children and, like feed their local community and stop knives in, different areas of London. And you just think, wow. And it really kind of made me think, do you know what? I've been given this award. Now I need to do something with it. And now I try my best to be a positive role model. I try my best to be, somebody who encourages other people, and any opportunity for community work or charity work to get involved in, I really try, because I think that for me, I've been given this award and now I need to use it. And that's the kind of way that I've looked on it, really.
Yeah, you've definitely got a platform. Well, I can assure you, I mean, this is charity work right now coming on Outside the Box podcast. So I really do appreciate it. One final sentence that I would like you to finish. I'm just going to say 3 words. And then if you finish the sentence in as many or as little words as you want, there's no right or wrong answer. I am going to say women in sports.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. Just short and sweet like that. Yeah. But no, you're right. Women in sport are fantastic. They've overcome a lot.
They've overcome lots of barriers. They probably have to work twice as hard to prove themselves. And, for doing something they should be able to do.
Agreed. Absolutely do. Well, Sian, you have been incredible today, insightful. You've got so many brilliant stories that I really appreciate that you've shared with me. You've given a real insight as well. I hope people understand now what is involved in being a match official, a referee, an assistant referee, and the process that happens. And I feel like that will open a lot of people's eyes who perhaps haven't got a clue, but they make judgments very quickly on certain situations. So thank you so much for being with us today. Take care. Enjoy the season. Thank you so much. Sian Massey-Ellis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to Outside the Box with me, Becky Ives. Make sure you subscribe, share far and wide, and please feel free to leave me a review. Let's keep this conversation going though on social media. Just use the hashtag OutsideTheBoxPod. Next up, we'll be speaking to JJ Robley. But in the meantime, do feel free to get in touch with any comments, questions, anything that I can help you with. You can drop me a shout anytime at Becky_Ives_ on Twitter or at Becky Ives Official on Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time.